this is a very unique situation. Put yourself in Sarah's place.
Okay.
So, Netflix and chill? I mean, what's going on?
No, it was not Netflix and chill. Like,
So-
I have this friend who I've been friends with him forever, and I love him to death, but, you know, not like that. So,
You love him in God's way.
right.
Right.
And this weekend we were just hanging out in the middle of the day at my house. We weren't even watching anything like romantic. We were watching Shark Boy and Lava Girl. You know that movie?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I think that's very romantic.
It was
great
not
movie.
setting the mood at all.
Okay.
In the middle of the movie, totally unprovoked, he sits up and looks at me like really intensely and goes, "So hypothetically, what would you do if I kissed you right now?" I was like, oh my God. Like, it was so uncomfortable. Like, I froze. I turned bright red.
And he's like an old friend.
He's an old friend. I love him so much. We went to prom together senior year, and like, I don't know if that was sending the wrong signal, but it's been 2 years, so he
Right.
hasn't made a move in 2 years.
Okay.
So I stood there. I stared at him for like the most awkward 20 seconds of my life, and then I managed to just
What'd you
blurt
say?
out, no, don't do that. It was so
Did he do it
uncomfortable.
anyway? Did he do
No,
it?
he didn't.
Oh, thank God.
So
He didn't do
we
it.
ended up finishing the movie. So we were just sitting there, and I was not paying attention to the movie at all. I was just like,
What were
oh
you
no.
thinking? What was going through your mind?
This kid next to me, who I've known my whole life, just tried to kiss me, and now I feel so bad. Like, I'm really worried that it's gonna ruin the rest of our friendship.
So there is a level of guilt here,
Yes, I do.
right?
feel
Did you
guilty.
guys talk it out at all, or was it okay? Movie
No,
over.
I don't talk about my feelings.
No.
No.
See, now in this case, I think you might have to because I think he obviously has been getting mixed signals, and so I think you have to set him straight.
Well, he may not have even been getting mixed
No.
signals.
I
He
don't
may
think I was sending any signals.
He
I
may
don't know.
just have feelings, and he's
Right.
gone through this in his head, and he played out a certain way, and it didn't play out that way in real life. But I do have to say, good for you for not doing something you didn't want to do.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure I'm assuming the message was loud and clear from you.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think there needs to be any finality in this
Yeah.
conversation.
But I think you need to have the discussion and
Yeah,
let him
you
know
should.
that everything
Yeah.
is cool. You love him as a friend. Can we just go back
Wow.
to the way things were before you tried to maul me?
No, he didn't maul her. So he's in the friend zone.
But you know what? Also,
Unfortunately.
I'm really proud of him for saying something because you never know where that's going to lead.
Yeah.
And if you have feelings for someone, you should say it because you're going to always wonder.
Right. I mean, we've been friends forever. If he's been feeling this way, I definitely think it's better that he said something,
Yeah.
even if it makes me super uncomfortable. I mean,
Your friendship, if your
No,
friendship
no.
is a good friendship, I think you'll be able to chat it out and get past it if he's
Yeah.
able to get past his feelings.
On the other hand, there are people who go their entire lives with these feelings for someone and never ever say something because they know it'll be awkward as hell. They know there's no shot it's ever going to work, or maybe it would work, but they're not willing to take that chance. Whatever.
right.
But I don't know. You know, I don't know. So I put myself in his place.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh God, we're watching this god awful movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a great
I'm
movie.
thinking maybe I can't wait anymore. I've got to tell her. I've got to tell her I'm going to explode. And there is a chance she's going to say no, but I bet she says yes. So I go for the kill, and she's like, no. And I'm like,
I
crap.
know. It was so brave of him. I'm honestly proud. I really am.
I love that.
Well, he doesn't want to hear that.
No, probably not, but still.
I really hope he's not listening right now.
Well, no one listens
He's
to this.
definitely asleep. Super lazy.
By the way, Taylor Lautner is in Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but it was like before we knew him as Taylor Lautner.
I love
like,
him, by the way.
He's a little boy.
Can
in
we
this
get him on the
movie.
show? Thank you. He loves us too. He likes us. Anyway, back to you. So I hope you do have that conversation. It may not happen for 10, 15 years.
Right.
No.
But anyway, I've never been there. I've never been turned down.
Oh, excuse us. So wow.
But then again, I've never put myself out there
Oh,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
turned down. I've been very careful.
This happened to me once where I was friends with someone for a very long time and we did everything together and I thought we were just friends and I was dating my now husband and he came forward and said, I have to tell you because you're getting too serious with this guy if I don't tell you. And that ended our friendship because
Really?
yeah,
Oh, my
because
God.
he couldn't handle me just being friends with him and it was put me in a really bad place with my now husband
Yeah.
because he was uncomfortable with the situation. So unfortunately we had to, yeah.
And
haven't
see-
I
seen
know
him in
that's what I'm
years.
worried. I do everything with this kid. He is
Well,
around all the time.
Still?
I haven't seen him since.
How long has that been? That was this past weekend?
It was on Sunday, I think.
Ooh.
So it's been a few days.
You haven't even spoken since then.
He sent me a Snapchat, and we're in a group chat together. So I haven't spoken to him directly.
Yeah.
But
I think giving it some time, give it a little time to sort of chill out and give him some time to kind of lick his wounds a little bit.
Yeah, I think I definitely need to give him some space.
I've been in this situation as well, and I was on his end where I was in college. I fell for my dear friend, and I eventually just was like, I'm dying. I'm so tortured by
What
this. I need to
happened
tell
after
him.
this?
He didn't feel the same way, and if it ended the friendship, but if he had been cooler about it, I would have been able to get over it and move forward.
So be cool.
I'm not good at keeping.
See, you
cool,
sound,
so I
but
really
Sarah, you have that cool voice.
Yeah,
you have that. You have that cool demeanor.
You have a sexy voice.
You know, back it up with some real cool. Now hold on, I got Nancy on the phone. I don't know what that means. Hello, Nancy. How are you?
Elvis, how you doing?
Doing okay. So this happened to you right before you got married to someone else, just like Danielle's story, right?
Yes. I was friends with this guy, and actually still am, but he had taken me out to dinner right before I got married and said, I have feelings for you, and we were able to really just acknowledge the fact that he was afraid of losing me as a friend. He didn't actually have romantic feelings for me. So it was a really good conversation, and we've been friends for like 20 years.
So my question is this: if you know someone's getting married, I mean they're committed to someone in a way that they're committed. Why do you need to get it off your chest at that point and say, you know what, I need to let you know before you march down that aisle and spend the rest of your life with that person? I need for you to know how I feel about you. And in second question, part two, how many people have said, I wish you would have told me that because I had the same feelings about you. And now I'm getting married in 1 hour.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
I'm gonna
know why?
and I'm gonna call it off because I love you. How many times does that happen other than in Julia Roberts movies?
Well, that's what I'm saying. In every romantic comedy, that's what we're going by. In every romantic comedy we see, it ends up with the person, So in real life, you think, well, hey, if it can happen to Julia Roberts, it can happen to
Dermot
me.
Mulroney.
Yeah.
It always happens to them. Yeah, we have a movie script here. A woman's gonna leave her groom-to-be at the altar. Can you get Julia Roberts' agent on the phone? And Dermot Mulroney, is he available? They're on all these friggin' films. What's scary?
When you do that at the 11th hour, that's a selfish act. But when it's early on, like now, I mean, it's, you got to roll the dice.
Yeah, I hopefully have a while until I get married, so he definitely had enough time to get it out there.
All right. Well, look,
Well,
Sarah,
I definitely suggest you guys talk about it if you want to salvage the relationship. I think you can totally get through it.
yeah, come on.
Honestly, I think the talking about it for me is going to be the hardest part of it all, but I need to do it.
It's a part of growth. You do these uncomfortable things. Look, no one loves to be in an uncomfortable situation. I mean, no one.
I do.